with respect to Akoko Northwest, I, as Yomi Dinaki, as the Chief Electoral Officer for the election conducted on the 22nd of August 2020, and insofar as there is only one candidate for the election, is by virtue of the provisions for Akoko Northeast, I hereby, as the Chief Electoral Officer, declare elected Mr. Omojola Asimiyu of the APC. 2. Ose Local Government. I, as the Chief Electoral Officer of the state, am bearing in mind the provisions of the law that there was only one candidate validly nominated for election into the chairmanship election in Ose Local Government, declare Mr. Dennis Adekunle as elected chairman. 3. Ifedore, I, Yomi Dinaki, as the Chief Electoral Officer for the local government elections conducted in Ondo State on 22nd of August 2020, and to the effect that there was only one validly nominated candidate for the chairmanship position in the Fedore local government, declare as elected Alex Akinyemi Oladimeji of the APC. 3. Odigbo. 4. Odigbo local government. I, Yomi Dinaki, as the Chief Electoral Officer for the local government elections conducted on 22nd of August 2020 in Ondo State, declared with respect to Odigbo local government that there was only one candidate validly nominated for the election, and in accordance with Section 41 of the Electoral Act and paragraph 11 of Schedule 4 of the Local Government System Establishment and Administration of Local Government Council, Laws of Ondo State 2006, declare Mrs. Temidayo Akisuroju as duly elected from the APC. And 5, Irele local government, that I, Yomi Dinaki, as the Chief Electoral Officer for the election into chairmanship and local government councils in Ondo State conducted on the 22nd of August 2020, and having found that only one candidate was validly nominated for the election, hereby declare elected Segun Ajimatokun of the APC. Ajimatoki of the APC as duly elected. Stakeholders, gentlemen of the press, those are the 5 local governments in which there were no elections and there were no balloting, because the law provides that once it is just one candidate validly nominated for the election, at the close of the election period, that candidate shall be declared elected. In the order, we have 18 local governments in Ondo State. So 5 were uncontested. We have 13 others. We have so far received the election results from 5 from 13 from 12 local governments where there were contests. We are still awaiting Akoko Southwest local government. Again, I should remind you all that the procedure is that the returning officers for the local government elections would have announced the scores by the respective candidates at the point of collation at the local government, and that the agents of the parties and the returning officers would have signed the result. So what we received is as compiled and announced to the electorates at the collation centers of the local government.